Hi, hello everyone. Today here in this lab environment we are going to implement a control plane protection, which is the extension of the control plane policy. So let's moving forward in this configuration. So we are going to work with the router 5 and implement some dropping packets. We are going to establish some rules for HTTP for accessing here. So let me open the console terminal. I'll post that here to have a good view, right? Yes, really good. So I will drop packets going to all closed doors. I will just allow some connections with TCP ports and the UDP ports also. I will reduce the effect of broadcast storms and make some limitations of packets. I'm gonna also make set the queue. So whenever somebody try to access with another protocol, it will be not able, just with the in the HTTP. So okay, so to beginning this configuration, the most important to note is that to work with control plane protection, it's a little bit similar the configuration with the control plane policy, but there are some steps in the middle of the configuration that will modify that, but basically is the same. So we are going to start with the access list, go to the class map, and then go to the policy map, and then control plane. That is the 4 steps that we need to know: access list, class map, policy map, control plane. That's all. So let's begin here. Config terminal, IP access list. Access list, we are going to call this we are going to use the extended access list. Extended. And then we are going to give the name for this access list. In this case, I will call this HTTP. So after that, we can put the question mark to see where we are going to, what we are going to configure. We can permit TCP. That's what we are going to allow. Let's say any host, any source host, and any source destination. And also we are going to use this E-key. So match only packets on a given port number. E-key. So here, let me check. What is the port number that we are going to use here? That will be this. World Wide Web, www, and then press enter. So we can leave it here. So right, we configured the access list. Now we can go to the class map. Config terminal. So in the class map, policy map and the control plane are a little bit complicated because it has more details, but we can go slowly. Class map, we need to create the class map. So let's create this class map, call it the HTTP. Right, so we are going to match the access list. How we are going to do this? We are going to do this by access using the access group. Access group, and then name. The name is HTTP, right? Exactly this. So what else we need to do here? For now, it's only this. the first class map is created, but we need to work with other class maps here, right? So class map, and then we are going to say here type. We are going to use a port filter to specify the ports that we are going to use and the ports that we are not allowed to use here. We are also going to work with the queue threshold to specify the protocol that we are going to allow to come in and out. Let's first work with the port filter. I will copy this and then I will post it here. So I will call this class map port filter. Simple this way, port filter. Just this. So here is where it starts the port filtering. So I will match question mark, and then I will close all ports. So all the closed ports on the routers, so it will be closed, right? Closed ports. There's anything else? No, just this. But I want to allow some specific ports, that is 3020, 3040, that is TCP, and UDP 520. Match not port TCP 3020 and then 3040, and also port UDP 520. That's it. So the rule is that I want to implement here for the router 5. I can exit here and here. So after this I can go to the next, that is the queue, right? Config terminal, that is the next class map. Type queue threshold, and then I will give it the name for this class map that will be basically the same here. Okay, this is the name that I'm gonna use. So here I will say match protocol. What is the protocol that I'm gonna use? Is HTTP, right? HTTP. So only this. So I can just go outside. So I created the class map for the HTTP. I created the class map for I created this first class map, right? That was HTTP. I created the class map port filtering and the queue, right? So now we can go, let me check here if there are any other class map that I needed to create here. Class map. Let me see. I guess I needed to create one more. No. For now, I don't need to create any other. I believe that I don't need to create any other class map. No class map. Okay, so let's go to the. We created the 3 class map. Let's go now to the policy. Policy map. Policy map. So the policy map that we are going to use here will be type. So we are first implement creating the first, that is the port filter. Copy. Let's create this policy map, and the naming will be host port filter. So that is the name. So let's make the class that is the match class, and then port filter, right? So here we can drop. Let's drop the traffic. Alright, we can just exit here. And then we can go to the control policy, create another policy map, type, that will be the quill. So let's give a name, host quill. Right. So after we make this, we needed to put question mark here, and we just going to the class to make a match with the class, right? Class, and then we need to give the name. So the name that we created before of the is this, right? Class map not configured. Right. What is wrong? Class. I didn't configure this class map. Why not? Let me go back. Here. Class map type. Why not? What I clicked here. Alright, now it worked. What is the difference? That okay, the difference is that I put this way here, not like this before. Okay, I got you. So here I'm gonna use here quill limit. I will use the quill limit of 100. Alright. Alright, and then here I can exit. Alright, I created the policy to the port filtering and the queue. Now I needed to create the port filtering, the policy for policy map. I needed to create one policy here. So this policy will be called the, let me check, let me see. Let me give it this name, host height limit. That is the name that I'm going to use here. So class, I will match the first class map that I created before, that was HTTP, right? So question mark, so I will say police. Let's start implement some policy here, height. The height here will be 10 packets per second. 10 packets per second, right? And then we can exit here, exit. Alright, so we created this policy map that is to match the first class map that we created, that was HTTP, and then now we need to create the default policy map, because if we do not create this CEF policy map, it will not work. You needed to create that here, policy map, and then the name will be CEF default. I will call this default, and then here will be class question mark, and then class default. That's it. For this policy map is necessarily to create this this class, you know, we needed to create this policy, that is the CEF, and we created this class and the match. It's important. Without this it will not work. So here inside we can go to the police, and then rate. So we are going to use it here 100 packets per second, and then we can end it here. So after that we can start working with our control plane. The control plane is what we are going to use to match all of them. So first we can need to go to the host, control plane host. So the CEF will be separated from the host, control plane host. And then here we are going to use service policy type port filter will be input, and then host port filter. Alright, it was enabled. So the next is service policy. Service policy. Type. And then quill. And then I can post this here, input, and then the name of our host. This is their policy. This is our second policy. We are going to implement it here, and then just this. Alright, it was enabled. So now I will just continue here. Service policy. So now we are going to match the control plane with the last, not the last, but the control plane. We are going to match the control plane with the policy map that was matched with the first class map, that was the HTTP, right? Service policy, input, and then this is called this one here. Where's that? Here, host. This is the one that match our HTTP class map. And then enter. Alright, was enabled. So after we activated all the hosts, we can go back and activate the Ceph, right? Control plane. It will be Ceph exception, and then enter service policy. So it will be input or type input, I believe, input, and then we are going to use that Ceph. I believe that is Ceph default. Yes, this one here. Copy, then go back down, and then I will post it here. Alright, it was enabled, so I can end it here. So let me see if that is working right now. Show class map, control plane. Show control plane features. Alright, it shows to me that this is working. I have the control plane policy activated. The TCP UDP port filter activated. Protocol quill threshold is activated. Control plane Ceph exceptions path features is activated. Really good. So now let's try to make some test here. Config terminal, IP, HTTP,
In the silence of this moment, you are already here now. Every breath feels like surrender. Every heartbeat slows down. When I turn my eyes toward you, peace is all I found. You are here with me, closer than the air I breathe. When my strength is
So AIP, HTTP server, I guess. AIP, HTTP server. Let's try to check that now. Show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. Okay. Show control plane features. Alright, let's go in the router 4. Router 5. So let's see, telnet 172.1.5.5 and then the port 8. Opening. Hello. So bad request, server iOS, so apparently it worked. Let me check here. Show class control plane. Show class map control plane. Control planing features. Show policy map. Show policy map and control planing. Alright, let me check it here. So it says that I received 16 packets, 960 bits, 5 minutes of read. Drop rate 00, match access group name HTTP policy 10 rates, 10 packets per second, burst 2 packets, conformity 14 packets. So exceeded the 2 packets. So it means that 2 packets was dropped. Yeah, it worked apparently, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.